Hey friends, yeah, I hear all these lefties and these anti-white hate mongering individuals, generally coming from the side of the commie-crats, and they always say, white privilege, white privilege. Well, I'm going to give you the real definition of white privilege. It's right here on my shirt. Being able to, what does that say? Being able to suffer whatever life throws at you without blaming another ethnic group, without blaming anybody else. Being able to take anything life throws at you without coming up with a bunch of lame ass excuses why you failed, why you didn't succeed. You know, people come up with all kinds of stuff. Well, my parents got divorced. That's why I'm shooting heroin now. What? I got picked on in school. That's why I smoke meth. What? I watched a scary movie and it messed me up, so that's why I need a cuddle bear and every lame thing you could think of. I was like, you know, my parents got divorced when I was 12. I didn't see that as a reason to go out here and be a menace to society. Yeah. People think because I didn't know who my daddy was or my parents got divorced or whatever, that's the reason to go out here and be a menace to society. Come on, grow up. That's a lot of the BS that they're pushing in these damn schools. Come up with every lame ass excuse to be a menace to society. Anything. Go out here, you know, be an alcoholic, be a drug addict, go out here and rob liquor stores, do home invasions, and then we get caught. Oh, it's messed up. It must be because of my skin color. No, it's because of what you did. White privilege is not being able to fall back on a bunch of lame ass excuses for being a menace to society. You know, talk about PTSD. PTSD is not just someone who suffered combat, who was in combat, who you know, saw half their buddies get blown away by a fragmentation grenade or mortar attack or something like that. There's all kinds of variations of PTSD. You know, I served in the United States Army from 1983 to 1987. I was 17 years old when I went in. I didn't do any of the tough guy schools. You know, I never went to airborne, never did air assault, didn't go into the infantry, didn't go to Ranger, SF. No, I was a wrecker operator. You know, first 10 months I was in the third shop mechanics. I didn't like mechanic work, so I drove a wrecker. That's why I drive a big rig today. But years later, I started having nightmares. Later on, I found out it was flashbacks. Back in 2002, it was like something really bad happened to me at Fort Bragg, but I didn't know what it was. Later on, I started getting a chronicled memory, and I met people who were in the know who told me. Unbeknownst to me at the time, my time in the service, I was a test subject for the most sadistic mind control project ever existed since the Central Intelligence Agency's MK Ultra program. Headed by a sadistic bastard named Dr. Norman. They did stuff to us that would have made the stuff at Abu Ghraib seem like a day at Disneyland by comparison. They didn't discriminate. You know what? We were all green. In the military, we were all green. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, Jew, Indian, it didn't matter. We were all green. You think they say, oh, he's a white guy, we're going to leave him alone. Hell no. They did sadistic stuff to me you couldn't even begin to comprehend. When I started getting my memory back, I just kept on trucking. I had to deal with it. 2 different VAs turned me away. 2 different VAs turned me away and said I didn't qualify to even talk to somebody because I made too much money. That was the lame ass excuse. They talk about white privilege. And the 2 bitches that told me that were the same color as my shirt. So don't give me this white privilege bull crap. White privilege, knowing right from wrong, and if you go out here and do wrong and you can suffer the consequences of your actions, you don't have a bunch of lame ass excuses to fall back on, and you shouldn't fall back on it. It was wrong, you knew it was wrong when you did it. Being able to suffer anything that life throws at you, not only not blaming another ethnic group, but not coming up with a bunch of lame ass excuses trying to justify your actions that you knew was wrong when you did it. That's what white privilege really is. You knew better. You knew better. And you did it anyway. Now shut up and suffer the consequences of your actions. 400 years of this, all this will crash. Shut up. Shut up. I know folks of all skin colors, and you know what? They get out and go to work every day. My niece Paula, young Mexican lady, wonderful, beautiful human being. She gets up and goes to work every day. Her husband gets up and goes to work every day. Her daughters get up and go to work every day. Her one daughter's still in school, involved in athletics, goes to school every day. People get up and go to work, people get up and go to school, and they try to better themselves and not tear down the society they live in and then blame somebody else for their actions. That's bullshit. No. And people are sick to damn death of this wokeness crap. Take your guilt and stick it up your ass just the way you like it. People of all shades are sick to death of this woke-tard bullcrap. White privilege? Knowing right from wrong. Suffering whatever life throws at you and not blaming anybody else. Get up, dust yourself off, and keep on trucking. Kind of like that old Alabama song, Can't Keep a Good Man Down. Yeah. I've had all kinds of stuff thrown at me. And you know what? I got up and dusted myself off and I kept on going. I don't have 1,000,001 lame-ass excuses to fall back on. Never took unemployment. Never even thought of applying for welfare or food stamps. I've been homeless 4 times. And I didn't see that as some really good excuse to go out here and start doing home invasion robberies, rob liquor stores, and all this kind of crap. No. I dealt with it, got through it, and kept on trucking. So all this woke-tard, oh, you got white privilege. No. They start needing to be backhanded after a while. My tea's done. I gotta go.